Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about the boundary effects topic of class 11 physics. So what is boundary effects? Students, whenever there is a progressive wave, the wave which is propagating or going in any particular direction, okay, so suppose we have taken a wave pattern in an arrangement like this. Suppose there is a pole, and in this pole a ring is present, and this ring is attached with the thread. Okay, this ring is attached with the thread. Means the this end or this boundary is movable here. What type of boundary is it? It is movable, not fixed. Okay, suppose we have tied a thread with a ring, and this ring is inserted in a pole, so suppose you start making waves in this string. So there will be production of waves like this here. Okay, so propagation of wave means propagation of disturbance, propagation of energy. Okay, so initially the disturbance was uh, transferred to this particle, then it will be transferred to next particle, then to next, then to next, and so on. Okay, so the particles, the wave is propagating in, suppose, this direction, x direction, so if wave is propagating, it means energy is propagating. Okay, so when the wave reaches to this point, the ring point, okay, this end is movable, this end is not fixed. Okay, this end is movable here. So what will happen, this one, the wave going in this direction is incident wave, so now this wave will reflect the disturbance transferred after striking with the boundary will reflect. Okay, but the boundary present here is movable. Okay, so what will happen, this ring will move in the upward direction. Okay, as the disturbance reaches to this particle, this ring will move in the upward direction. Okay, so there is no phase change in the particle, there is no phase change. So what will happen, the ring will move in the upward direction, and its amplitude will be double the amplitude of incident wave. Okay, amplitude of reflected wave is double the amplitude of reflected is double the amplitude of incident wave. Why so? Because here one is the incident ray coming, and this energy will move the ring in upward direction. Okay, and one is the reflected wave, and reflected wave is not changing its phase, so incident wave move the ring in upward direction, also the reflected wave moves the ring in the upward direction, so amplitude will be double here. Okay, so this is the boundary effect when this boundary is movable here. Okay, when this boundary is not rigid, it is movable. Okay, or you can say that it is an open boundary. What kind of boundary is it? This open boundary. Okay, now suppose we take the example of rigid boundary. Let us discuss about the rigid boundary. So again, suppose this is a fixed pole, okay, and a hook is attached to it. Okay, and from this fixed arrangement a string is connected, and we have started producing wave in this. Okay, so suppose this string is moving in upward and downward direction, so the particle will keep on oscillating and will transfer the disturbance to the adjacent particle to the next particle. Okay, so incident wave is going like this, incident wave is going like this. Now this boundary is rigid fixed boundary, it is not movable like here or an open boundary. Okay, so incident wave is going like this. So this particle present at this place, suppose at C point, particle present at C point, the wave will the disturbance will reach to the particle C, and this particle will try to move in the upward direction, this particle will try to move in the upward direction, but we know that there is Newton's law applying here, that every force and equal and opposite reaction. So the particle which is moving, trying to move in upward direction, na, this wall or this fixed end will pull it in the downward direction. Okay, this particle will pull it in the downward direction. So the in the reflected wave there is a phase change of 180 degree. Okay, there is a phase change of 180 degree in the reflected wave. The wave will get reflected by the phase angle of 180 degree. Okay, why so? Because incident wave is moving the particle in the upward direction, है ना, and because this boundary is fixed, this wall or any fixed end will pull the particle in the downward direction. So the particle which was initially going upward, now it will move in downward direction. It means there is a phase change of pi. So amplitude will be same, amplitude of incident reflected wave will be same, but in case of rigid boundary there is a phase change of pi. ठीक है, phase change of pi between incident and reflected wave. Incident and reflected के बीच में there is a phase change of 180 degree. But in case of open boundary and the boundary which is not fixed, there is not even a single phase change. Phase change will not be there. Okay, but and the resultant reflected wave has an amplitude which is twice the amplitude of the incident wave. Now let us discuss about the stationary waves. Stationary waves are formed with the superposition of two waves, incident wave and reflected wave. What is superposition? Superposition is addition. Superposition is addition. So incident wave will add on with the reflected wave and stationary waves are formed. So why it is not known as stationary waves? Because it is not going in x direction or minus x direction. It is not going in any direction. The particle will just oscillate at their position. Okay, the particle will just oscillate at their position. The disturbance is present at the particular particle and they are oscillating at their mean position only. Okay, so what are stationary waves? Stationary waves are those in which nodes and antinodes are formed. So what is node? Node is the point where net displacement of the particle is zero. It means particle will be present at the mean position. And what is antinode? Antinode is the maximum displacement. The point where the displacement of particle is maximum is known as antinode. Okay, so stationary waves are formed when two waves, one incident and one reflected, of same amplitude and same angular frequency superimpose with each other, means add on each other. So suppose now we will derive the mathematical relation for stationary waves. Suppose there is a wave propagating in x direction. So we know that the wave equation for a wave propagating in x direction is a sin kx minus omega t. So what is a is the amplitude of wave, है ना? K is the wave number, omega is the angular. Or you can also write it as omega t minus kx. Omega t minus kx. Okay. So this is the wave propagating in x direction. Now take the reflected wave. Okay. Suppose we have taken that case. This is the fixed end. Okay, fixed boundary, and here we have taken a string, and this is the incident wave going in this direction, and this wave get reflected and it will go in this direction, है ना? So what kind of waves are produced? Stationary waves are produced. So initially the wave string was like this, but now there are stationary waves produced in this waves. Okay, so these points are nodes where the displacement of the particle is zero, and these are the antinodes point where the displacement of particle is maximum, and it is forming, stationary waves are forming because of superposition of two waves. One is this and another is sin omega t plus kx. This is the wave going in reflected wave, this is the incident wave, this is the reflected wave. Okay, so incident wave is going in x direction, reflected wave is going in minus x direction. Now this wave will add on to form stationary waves. So y is equals to y1 plus y2. So take a sine omega t minus kx plus a sine ओमेगा टी प्लस के एक्स, सही है. सो ए कॉमन ले लो, अंदर क्या रह जाएगा, साइन ओमेगा टी माइनस के एक्स प्लस साइन ओमेगा टी प्लस के एक्स. ठीक है. सो नेट डिस्प्लेसमेंट वी आर फाइंडिंग आउट. So applies the maths formula sin c plus sin d, which is 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. So suppose this is c, this is d. So 2 sin c plus d by 2. So add these two face angles. So by adding this we will get omega t minus kx plus omega t plus kx. So what you will obtain 2 omega t by 2 है ना. 2 sin a plus b by c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. So subtract this from this है ना. So cos, or you can take this as c and this as d. So sin c plus sin d, sin c plus sin d, you whatever order you can choose. Okay, so cos c minus d, so omega t plus kx minus omega t, the sign of this will change na. So what you will obtain now, omega 2 and omega t will cancel out, 2 kx by 2. Okay, so 2 from 2 to 2 cancel out. So the stationary wave which is being formed has amplitude like 2a cos kx sin omega t. So this is the value of resultant wave. So this is the amplitude of the stationary wave है ना. This is the amplitude of the stationary wave. With change in x, the value of this term will change na. So it means at different x position. What is different x position? These are displacement of the particle. Suppose we are taking it from the fixed end, we are measuring the displacement x. So suppose you can take x as suppose 0.5 centimeter or 20 centimeter or something like this. So at different x position, amplitude will be different. For example, at x is equals to 0, amplitude is 0 है ना. At some distance apart, amplitude will be maximum and so on. Okay, now this see this function sine, this is having the form sin omega t, not like this. Okay, so it means it is resembling like an oscillatory function na. So in oscillation, phase angle is like this, omega t, and if x values is included, then that is the wave equation for a wave. So it means the waves are not propagating, just oscillation of particle is taking place at their positions only. Okay, so if here amplitude is not fixed and the wave will oscillate at their mean positions only. Okay, so now let us discuss about the amplitude of the waves at different positions. So amplitude is 2a cos kx. Amplitude is 2a cos kx. So amplitude will be 0. Amplitude will be 0 when cos kx is 0. है ना? Product of all these terms are 0. 2 is not 0. A is some amplitude of the incident wave, so it also cannot be taken as 0. So it means cos kx, for amplitude to be 0, cos kx should be equals to 0. Okay, so cos kx is 0 at n plus 1 by 2 pi. Cos kx is 0 at cos n plus 1 by 2 pi. ठीक है, so cos से cos cancel out. So kx is equals to n plus 1 by 2 pi. K is equals to क्या लिख दोगे, 2 pi by lambda. Pi से pi cancel out. ठीक है, so find out the value of x from here. So x will be n plus 1 by 2 pi by 2 है ना. So take LCM of this, you will get 2n plus 1 and take this 2 outside. So 2n plus 1 pi by 4. So at different x you can find out the x value of x. So at x is n is equals to 0, value will be pi by 4, means at displacement of pi by 4, then put the value of n as 1. So at 1 will be 3 pi by 4. ठीक है. We have cancelled the pi term ना, sorry. Here you will take lambda. Lambda will come here because pi is being cancelled. So x is equals to lambda by 4, 3 lambda by 4 है ना. Put the value of n now to, so 5 lambda by 4. So odd multiple of lambda by 4, at displacement of odd multiple of lambda by 4, x will be 0, amplitude will be 0. Okay, so where the amplitude is 0, these points are known as nodes. The points where amplitude is 0 is known as nodes. Okay, now the amplitude is maximum. Amplitude is maximum where cos kx is plus minus 1 है ना. And amplitude is maximum when cos kx, it means 2a cos kx is maximum. When cos kx is maximum, why so? Because these values are fixed now, these are constant. So cos kx is plus minus 1, then the amplitude will be maximum. So cos kx is plus minus 1 at n pi. Okay, at n pi, cos of n pi, cos से cos cancel out, k is equals to 2 pi by lambda into x n pi. Pi से pi cancel out, ठीक है. So x is equals to n lambda by 2. Okay, so at different value of x, as at n is equals to 0, lambda by 2 है ना. 2 lambda by 2 means lambda, 3 lambda by 2. So at all these positions antinodes are formed, means displacement will be maximum. So these are the antinodes position. Okay, so these are the you should remember this function. Okay, and you should remember where the amplitude is 0 at displacement 2n plus 1 lambda by 4 है ना, and where the amplitude is maximum at x is equals to n lambda by 2, amplitude is maximum. Okay, thank you so much.